In this video, Marc Marquez is not expecting any more wins in 2021, Fabio Quartararo not to get obsessed with the title fight at Misano, and MotoGP riders share ideas to make lower categories safer. My name is Sankalp and this is your Racing News Fix. Marc Marquez took another dominant victory at his beloved COTA with a huge advantage despite the limitations of his bike and his shoulder. This makes it his second win of the season, and again it came at an anti-clockwise track where he has always dominated in the past and are relatively easier for him to tackle given the problems with his right shoulder this year. Marquez said this race was one that he dreamt of, but admits he knew that coming to COTA was most probably his last opportunity to win a race this season. Marc said, "It was a perfect race, the one that I dreamt of last night. It is true that my plan was to try to lead the race from the beginning because the first laps were my weak points. And then I tried to slow the race in the first 4 or 5 laps, and then when I felt okay, I just pushed. But this victory I was looking for because I know that maybe it is the last circuit with good conditions to win at. But my intention is to be strong, not like here, but strong in the last 3 races and try to be consistent, and then let's see." With a strong P2 finish at America's TP, championship leader Fabio Quartararo has extended his lead to 52 points. With only 3 races remaining, Fabio could seal the title if he just manages to finish in points and ahead of Pecco. Not just that, Fabio can also win the title if he wins one place behind Pecco as long as Pecco doesn't finish higher than P5. But when asked if his approach to Misano race will be the same as always this season, Quartararo said, "Yes, exactly, and I think I don't need to get obsessed with winning the title. I mean, we have a good points of advantage in the championship, and I don't think I need to take it in Misano because last time at Misano, Pecco was super strong. So I will do my best there. If we achieve it there, it's fantastic. If not, we will have another chance. So just being more calm, and the experience I take this year every time is higher and higher. So happy to live this moment." Speaking about what he says was his best ever second place, Fabio said, "I didn't have the pace of Marc all weekend. Especially with used tires, I was struggling. But in the end, my main goal was to finish ahead of Pecco. So we knew that the goal here was to try to finish on the podium, and we achieved it." After losing third young rider in a track incident in the last 9 months alone, the whole motorcycle racing world is looking for answers as to how we can make the sport safer. MotoGP riders brainstormed the reasons for increase in incidents in lower categories and have a few suggestions to potentially improve the situation. The most obvious thing to come out was the age of the young riders. There were quite a few suggestions to maybe increase the minimum age to be eligible for lower categories. Apart from age, the biggest culprit by majority seems to be putting young riders on full GP size circuits with underpowered easy to ride machines, resulting in big pack of riders locked closely together by slipstreaming. Aleix Espargaro said, "The bikes are not powerful in the small classes and the stability is very high, so it is not difficult to be fast with this type of bikes, and it is very difficult to make a difference. We can see for example in Moto3. For me, Pedro Acosta is more talented than the other riders, but he can never go away in the races. This is a clear example." Speaking on similar lines, brother Pol Espargaro said, "The talent of these young guys is amazing, and they reach the level of these small bikes with these small engines very quickly. So the problem is that all these kids arrive to the level of the bike so fast, the difference between them is very small. Then the difference that a slipstream can make is so important, and for that they need to be very close. For sure, a problem for me is the power of the bike, the young age of the rider, and their less experience. So if we want to improve the situation, for me one thing is maybe to raise the age and raise the level of each bike." Agreeing with Pol Espargaro, Alex Rins said, "Out of the 3 moments this year, Mugello was a big group, also the most recent one at Jerez. So maybe they need to think about making bikes more powerful so that slipstream is not so powerful and the groups in the race are not so big." In the case of Supersport 300, Jack Miller feels that the lack of performance relative to the size of the track is compounded by the weight of the bikes. Miller said, "In Supersport, the bikes are not very fast and there is so many of them, and those bikes are not light by any stretch of the imagination. For sure, it's a lot of weight." Aleix Espargaro believes that another solution to the problem of underpowered bike on GP-sized tracks is to delay the move to full-size circuits. Aleix explained, "Mini-motos on go-kart tracks is good, so maybe they can stay more time on the karting tracks, where the speed is a lot lower and when 2 riders can have an accident and nothing happens. They can postpone the arrival to a big track by 1 or 2 years, for example. It looks like in the past the popularity of mini-motos was very high, and now everybody wants to race Moto4. We are doing so many classes and everybody is on the big tracks. The problem is that you can go race in a big track like Barcelona with a Moto4 bike which is almost the same as Moto3 bike at only 12 years old. That is not right." The second biggest reason is thought to be the large grid size, and reducing grid size was raised by several MotoGP riders. Jack Miller said, "There is so many of them on the grid that when something unfortunately does go wrong, the chance of something bad happening is double or triple because there's so many boys out there." Another big reason, as pointed out by Marc Marquez, is the growing number of junior classes. More categories means that more riders are on the track, which statistically increase the probability of serious accidents. Aleix Espargaro also pointed out that the airbags in racing suits are mandatory in GP class, but that is not the case in all the categories. This is a technology that is already mature and therefore should be a mandate in all classes of motorcycle racing on full-size tracks. If you made it till here, let me know by giving this video a big thumbs up. To stay up to date on all things MotoGP, hit the subscribe button and don't forget the notification bell. Here are 2 more videos which you might enjoy. My name is Sankalp and I'll be back with another video very soon.